Hey guys, and welcome back. So an update to my sugar apple here in SoCal. It is late November. The weather is starting to cool down, so this is pretty much the end of it for this season. It's not gonna grow anymore, and I have only one fruit on this season, and it's not ready yet. So the winter hits, December hits. It's gonna be cold, and that thing is gonna crack, and that's about it. So not a whole lot to show this season, but as you can see, the sugar apple it's doing quite well here in zone 10B here in SoCal. A little dirty, a little moldy. I think just not enough sun, and we just had a lot of rain here as well, so maybe that's just the dust from whatever's out here. But look at the leaves. Pretty good looking. I water this once a week. Very little water, so it's doing well. The trunk let me see. I haven't done an update in a while. I'm not sure how big the trunk is. The trunk is decent. Maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. Some more branches coming out from it here. I'll probably prune that back here come the spring. So I'll probably prune a lot of the branches back here as well, because there's no sun back here. So the sun is very important. So the sun it comes up from that side, so it doesn't get anything until noon, and then from noon until like 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's about it. So not a whole lot of sun, and this season it was cooler at the beginning of the season, so it did not give me a lot of buds that were able to pollinate, and I was only able to set one fruit, and here it is. It's looking pretty decent. Some hard spots here on the skin, but overall this is a sugar apple here in SoCal. Pretty tiny. Well, not tiny, but small. It can probably be 2 times as bigger than this for my previous season, and this is nowhere close to being ready. So it is the end of November. Weather is going to be colder in the in the 50s here very soon, and then it gets to low 50s. This thing is going to crack, and then that's the end of it. So for sugar apple here in SoCal, you kind of want it to flourish and bloom and pollinate very early in the season, if that is possible, and then by this time here, this guy would be ready. And I've had it like that last season. They were ready by this time, but this season I knew it was pollinated too late. But what the heck, just one. So similar to other side, looking healthy. Some spots, I'm not sure who's been eating, but this guy here doesn't really get any disease really. I think this is just mold from the moisture, not enough sun, maybe not enough wind. But then through the this winter here is probably gonna shed most of it, and I'll be pruning back most of it too. So this tree is getting too big for where it is right now. Let me zoom out. See, there it is. Pretty decent size. This thing here should be able to hold maybe 10 sugar apples this season if it gave me enough bud at the beginning of the season. So next season, try it again. Hopefully it'll be better next season. But over here is not a good spot to grow. The sun, it takes a while for it to hit over here, and then the neighbor's house, it doesn't really get a lot of sun. So I've been moving all of my dragon fruit to the other side, and I found that one of the variety doesn't do too well with the cold. It doesn't ripen at all really with the cold. So I'm not sure what. I have 2 white varieties, so I'm trying to figure out which these 2 varieties are, and then once I find out, I'll move these 2 guys. People usually start a dragon fruit with a cutting. I move the entire tree. But Back to the sugar apple. Beautiful tree, but the weather did not cooperate this season. Let me know if you're in here and if you're in SoCal here and had any luck with your sugar apples this season. But this is mine. Healthy, one fruit, a little bit late. One more time. There's a sugar apple. Beautiful. And if you can't grow sugar apple, here is the PPC. Very close to what a sugar apple looks like. Right there. If you miss the sugar apple and can't grow it, this is the PPC at Tamoya. Look almost like a sugar apple, but a lot bigger and longer. The sugar apple is round. PPC. All right, guys, that's it. Probably the last update on the sugar apple this season. I've been way too busy. Haven't really had time to upload weekly, but this is the best I can do. All right, enjoy your day.